The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello my dear students, all are happy after the exam, isn't it? How was it? I hope all of you have done it nicely. Every day, go through the portions taken so that you will not feel a burden while revising. Okay, back to the social studies class. In the previous chapter, you learned about medieval India, society, resources and trade. Today, let us learn about our state, Kerala, about the land, about the rain and also about the people. Are you all interested to know more about our state, Kerala? Yes, let us start the lesson by listening to the experience of a boy. A boy of your age is sharing his experience after visiting a town. He found vegetables of different varieties. He enquired his father where these vegetables come from. Someday you will also ask like this question, isn't it? Father mentioned that vegetables, provisions, flowers and cereals all come to Kerala from far off places. That is Tamil Nadu, Nagarkoil, Ottanchitram, Ooty, etc. Rice comes from Simandra and Odisha to Kerala. So, now the question arises, why can't we cultivate all these? Children, do you know what factors are required for the cultivation? Yes, you are right. Fertile soil. The first point is fertile soil. That is, the soil should be very fertile for the plants to grow. No plants grow if there is no fertility in the soil. Soil should have essential elements in it. What is the first point? Fertile soil. Okay. The second point, favorable climate. The climate should be favorable for the plants to grow. So the plant should get proper water and sunlight for its growth. The plant should get water at the proper time. There should be enough sunlight also. The first 2 points now we learn. First point is fertile soil and the second point favorable climate. Now the third point, availability of water. What is it? Availability of water. Plants should be grown in places where water is available. For example, near canals, rivers and etc. You know that, isn't it? The fourth point, manpower. What is manpower? There should be enough people available to work. Workers are required to work in all areas. So, it is understood that we have to produce all the materials that we need in our state itself and do cultivation. We also understood about the essential factors required for cultivation. Isn't it? Tell me, which are the factors essential for cultivation? Can you say the answer? Yes. Fertile soil, favorable climate, availability of water, and finally manpower. Now, shall we pass on to the new topic? Yes. Let us see the condition of Tamil Nadu, our neighboring state. What type of soil they have, availability of water and soil. Tamil Nadu supplies groceries, vegetables and flowers to Kerala. Now let us see the difference in soil, availability of water and rainfall experienced in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Now, here is a table showing the major soil types and availability of water. Children, go through this table and clear all your doubts. I will make it clear. Kerala and Tamil Nadu have almost the same type of soil. In Kerala, we have alluvial soil, laterite soil, porous soil and red soil. But in Tamil Nadu, red soil, black soil, laterite soil and coastal alluvium soil. The amount of rainfall in Kerala is higher than Tamil Nadu. In Kerala, as we get sufficient rainfall, irrigation is not necessary in most places. As the rainfall is less in Tamil Nadu, irrigation is necessary for them. Do you know what is irrigation? Jalasechanam. കൃഷിക്ക് ആവശ്യമായ ജലം വിതരണം ചെയ്യുന്ന രീതിയെ പറയുന്ന പേരാണ് ജലസേചനം അഥവാ ഇറിഗേഷൻ. Okay. Now, let us revise what we have learned till now. We learned that our state Kerala borrows many things that we need from our neighboring countries. Do you know which all items we borrow and from where? We borrow vegetables, grocery and flowers from Chennai, Ooty, Nagarkoil, Ottanchitram, etc. and rice from Simandra and Odisha. We also learned about the factors required for cultivation and compared Kerala with Tamil Nadu in the case of soil, rain and irrigation facilities. Now, let us learn about the diversity on the physiography and agriculture in Kerala. What is physiography? ഭൂപ്രകൃതി, ഭൂപ്രകൃതിയുടെ കിടപ്പ് എന്നൊക്കെയാണ് അതുകൊണ്ട് അർത്ഥമാക്കുന്നത്. അല്ലേ? According to the physical features, Kerala can be divided into highland, midland and lowland based on the altitude. So what is altitude? സമുദ്രനിരപ്പിൽ നിന്നുള്ള ഉയരത്തെയാണ് altitude എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Okay. The crops cultivated on these lands, highland, midland and lowland, have special features. That is, cultivation of crops differ. The cultivation done in highlands will not be same in the lowland and midland. These units, highland, midland and lowland, are suitable for the cultivation of different crops. Children, we understood that cultivations differ from region to region. Now about highland. Do you know what highlands are? And in which part of Kerala are highlands found? Yes. Highlands are mountainous regions on the eastern side of Kerala. Here, the climate is very pleasant, having rain, mist and cool weather. Do you know the places which are in highlands? Yes, Munnar, Nelliyambadi, Palakkad, Ponmudi, Wayanad, Idukki, Kannur, Kasaragod and Kozhikode. These are the main places locating in highlands. Okay. Highland is a part of the Sahyadri ranges. Children, any idea what Sahyadri is? It is a mountain which is also known as Western Ghats. What is it? Western Ghats. Cardamom and tea are cultivated here. Which are the crops cultivated here? Cardamom and tea. You should know what geographical factors are required for the cultivation of these crops. Yes, temperature below 30 degrees Celsius, abundant rainfall, well drained soil. Okay. Based on this topic, you have a small activity. You have to draw the map of Kerala and mark the geographic division of Kerala. Note down the place on highlands, color the divisions. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. Bye.